They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, Eckler up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run, running the toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They'll run forward with Eckler, going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to counter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker, too, and they might very well jump the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Ben Roethlisberger sacked.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
3rd and long.
We remind you that coming up at halftime. We'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term compliment?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. He's going to look for Allen now. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 40.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
The 38-yard line.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. That is caught at the 7. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
7-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Touchdown, Charger.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
No good.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the option, here's Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to fire one, and it's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 11-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Badgley's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by two more.
Chargers 24, Steelers 10. Time ball.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Steelers.
Ben to throw again. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
For the point after.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll run here with Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On fourth down, Herbert rolling to his right. It's complete. Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
The 35-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there.
Man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. And he returns this to the 22.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And the Steeler first down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. The deflection, it's caught. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Steelers.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
2-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Running on first down, Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And another tackle broken. And he's across for the late touchdown. And the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So
and now off to the races down the right side. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.